guys. All right, we're doing our video through at home in the kitchen, and it's been a while, right? Okay,
We need to do another cooking segment.
I know. Okay, I've got one lined up. I've got a couple.
Do it.
Okay, so first let's discuss this, right? What is this in front of us? This is like, can you not even like ignore this, Merge? My God!
I know, and keep me in the tension.
I am so excited about these. So this is the beautiful zebra pattern. I have been dying and wanting to do a zebra pattern for so long, and it's just really hard to find a good zebra because sometimes they could get a little weird and a little bit, I don't know. So
cheesy zebra.
Yeah, a little bit, right? It's really hard for me sometimes. So this zebra took a very long time to figure out. This is on nubuck. So the color itself is not white, and I think that's what takes away the I guess, I don't know what I want to call it, but like it gives it a little classic look when it's on this beautiful eggshell color. So you can see it's not white. This is a soft nubuck leather, so it's super soft. And then these are all printed onto the
How would you describe nubuck for people who aren't as familiar with all the different leathers?
So it's like I'm kind of new to this leather. So it's like a nubuck suede.
It's got a nice hand.
It's got a really nice and soft hand to it.
Like a matte hand.
It's very matte and it's just very elegant. And I find like what a great medium for this this crazy pattern to be on. But I love how this looks. The zebra looks amazing, and I just love it on this little micro guy. Again, micro minis are always available to be used with a crossbody, but I always like carrying it like this. I usually use my Jackie strap with this, so I will be using my Jackie strap on these, and I love this. Like, just love this. Or I might use a little chain. That's what I might use too. Or both, right? So today, and then also we cannot ignore the silver merge. Look at the silver. I can't even decide which one I want. So on this one, I'm gonna have to have both, I think, because I'm addicted to this micro mimi. And it's so funny because I started using it when we went to New York last, when we went to the US Open. And I used it the whole time. And then what was so weird was then when we did our photo shoot, I gave my micro mimi to someone on the photo shoot as a gift. And then I didn't have it, and I was so sad because it was like so great in terms of what it could do for me on a daily, like especially when I'm running around the city. And I put this into my Jane bag, and it is
and this
just
was on
perfect.
the subway, on the train,
everywhere,
everywhere, right?
Everywhere, and it's so just chic, and I just love how it just feels. This is actually one of my favorite bodies. And it's so cute to look at.
It's definitely got that gusset too. So that's
yes.
why. Are you going to do what fits inside mine?
Yes. So let me show you, because a lot of people get the bag and they're like, it's so tiny.
No.
But honestly, I always tell them, hey, can you just give it a chance? Open it up, give it a try. And then they write back and they're like, oh my God, I can't believe how much stuff I get in here. So this is what I have.
It is surprising.
It is shocking,
it's
right?
Constantly surprising to me.
Because it's so little. And
Yeah.
I think what's so great, it's such a versatile bag because, again, you could crossbody it so it's super cute on. And then you could use it as a little handbag when you go to lunch. Then you could take it out to dinner. This could be a great when you go out at night bag. So it's just, it does all the things you need it to do.
Do you feel it's good enough in any fancy situation?
And yes. And I think what's cooler about it is the fact that
big shot situations.
Big shot situations, yes, of course. All right, so let me show you what I've got in my little, this one is mine, so I already took it.
I'm not surprised.
I'm like, I need one
it's
of
already
these.
loaded, right?
Yeah, I'm like, no one could have one.
Why is it $2? That's what I want to know.
I don't know, but I have $2.
Right.
And I don't carry that much cash. So I've got $2. I've got my little guy, which is always just huge. I've got, and I don't even know why I have this attached.
Because
but
it's just so fun.
I love the dramatics of it, right? Like, it's just like so funny. So I've got the lanyard
You're talking
attached.
about the big ring, right?
Yeah, I've got so much stuff attached to this that I just like grabbing it. I've got 2 rings on this. Look, Matt.
Double ring.
All right, so I've got all my keys, my little buddy, or my little guy, and then I've got my big ass phone here, so that's big. Then I've got a full thing of mints. I've got 2 pairs of glasses, because you always need 2. And then, of course, handy dandy.
Okay, you got so much coming out of this that I have to turn sideways.
It's crazy, right? Okay, so this is what I have in here, and I have enough space for a notebook. So I don't have my notebook, it's on my desk, but I know there's enough space for this beautiful Bergdorf's. I love this. I think this is a beautiful shot.
They got you with that one.
I know.
You and Parker are really impressed by that one.
I know. I don't know why. It's so beautiful. I love the size of this. I mean, it's a great little thing. I usually throw these away, but I really like this. One. Yeah. So it's here in my kitchen. All right. So this is what I have in my bag, and I'll put it all back, and I just love it. So this is what I'm using today, and I mean, honestly, people ask me this question all the time. if I am just a person who just wants to have a everyday bag and I don't need to use my computer and I don't need to carry kid stuff, I always say, why don't you try the Micro Mini?
And this size bag would, if you're a Kindle type person, would absolutely carry a Kindle.
You think a Kindle would fit in here?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Like you could slide it in and put it in.
I have it in my little green bag, so
Yeah.
yes, absolutely.
And I think this is the other thing when people say, oh my gosh, you told me that the Mac Pro 13 works on the Medium Mini. It does. Sometimes you don't put it straight in. You got to put it in this way if you're, like if your
Diagonal.
computer,
Yeah.
diagonal, and then put it in and it should definitely fit. So it's the same
You
thing with
carry
the
it all
Kindle.
the time.
All the time. And everyone in the office does too.
Yeah.
So for sure you can do that. So definitely this is amazing. This is amazing. I don't know what to do. And then also we're not in the office, but there's I think 4 other colors that are amazing. There's always the cheetah, which is out of stock. It just came back, which is amazing. The pink suede is amazing. I think I have them all. Olive and yellow, which is amazing, and the black leather is so beautiful.
We should feature them in a future video.
Yeah, and I love them all lined up. Like, I don't know why. I wish that I had a bigger closet because these would all be lined up in the closet and they just make me so happy.
I could see that.
Someday I want a closet the size of a room.
We're manifesting.
Yes, I'm manifesting a closet, please. And my fantasy is to have a closet where the middle of the closet is like a little sitting area. And then everything else is around. And maybe I could work in there, but it would be so
that's
amazing,
interesting.
right?
Office combo closet.
Yes, and maybe like a day bed.
Oh, that's really interesting.
So it's like a relaxation.
Well, if anyone deserves a closet like that, it's you. Like your clothes are such an extension of.
They are, and I feel like like there's things that we all collect, but for me, the things I love collecting is stuff, like not stuff, but like unique.
I really like
pieces.
that idea of an office
Right?
closet. Yeah, for you.
It'd be
That's
so
great.
crazy, but like I
Were you
love
inspired
collecting.
by me under my coats.
That's garage closet's pretty amazing. So anyways, it's just I collect not things but just really unique pieces, and then now that I'm at the point where I have all these unique pieces, they become like little pieces of the puzzle where you could do really fun things with it. So that's why when I almost lost my luggage when we went to New York this last time when we went to the US Open.
Yeah. That really affected you.
Yeah, that was horrible. So, that was terrible, but I did find...
Dude, I'm still thinking about your closet as like I can't wait to do videos from there.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, that'd be great.
And I don't even know what color it would be, but I just know it'd be really cool. Like, just really zen, right?
Good lighting in there.
Yeah, and then all my shoes you could see. And I think what would be neat is to have it all out and then categorize and then like all by color. So all the sweaters that are bulky are together, they're all lined up.
You're gonna have like a system like in Clueless.
Yeah, but I want to be in it. I think in Clueless, it's like you can't see it all. Like
you'll be in it.
Yeah, I want to
like
be inside
controlled.
of it. Yeah. Like Jenna Lyons has the most amazing closet. Like her closet is my fantasy closet. It's like she has a little chair in there.
You'll have an assistant photograph each piece and then tag it
according
to like material, color, finish,
that
and
would
then
be
you
just
can
insane.
right?
So insane. So anyways,
you should have like a people finder version of your closet.
Yeah, and then like
right?
air tag some of this stuff.
Yeah.
I know, because some of this stuff, like I have to say, it's like they're not, and that's why when I freaked out when my stuff got, when my bag was missing, because I can't even replace this stuff. That's the problem, because a lot of my stuff is vintage. A lot of my stuff is really old that I've kept around for a very long time, that I have mended and used for a long time. And whenever I travel, I find the problem is I travel with my most favorite things. So it'd be my most coveted pair of jeans that I found, because those are my favorites. And then if you lose those, it's like, how are you going to replace that? You can't. So anyways.
You're a collector, but you're like a collector who uses her stuff.
Who wears her stuff, yes.
Yeah,
and then
I know it's frustrating for people who are like, oh, where'd you get that? Where'd you get that? But like, the truth is you've been collecting for like
forever.
Years. Yeah.
It's my hobby. So, but what I'm trying to work on with Matt, and we're talking about this, is when you find stuff, maybe I could find other things that look exactly like it. And I think that's the key. So I don't know. I think it's just people, everyone has things that they like to find or collect. And my hobby is on the weekends. Relaxation means going to a weird thrift shop or a vintage shop. And I think I got my kids kind of addicted to it too.
They're good at it too.
Right? They're really good at it. And they always find the good stuff. Thatcher's really into finding like really good sneakers and really cool, like he finds really cool stuff, and then Parker finds the coolest stuff all the time.
He finds like athletic wear and
just cool stuff, really cool like vintage t-shirts. So it's just fun. It's really fun. So anyways, that's what's going on today. What else is going on, Mert? Oh, I was doing my run this morning, and I was listening to this Navy SEAL, and he had this really interesting insight. So he, obviously he's not a SEAL anymore, but when he was a SEAL and he was doing the BUDS, and also like he's an endurance racer. And so obviously you come across a really huge, like where you're just like, I can't go on, right? And I think when you get to that point, usually people stop, they'll start walking. And how do you push through that? So he had something really interesting. He said, instead of resisting it and fighting it, you have to lean into it. So it's like, sort of like, because Matt and I I've been doing this with the cold showers for a long time. And it doesn't matter how long you've been doing the cold showers. I've been doing this forever. Every time it gets to the part of the shower where I have to do the cold shower, it's still really hard. It's not easy. And so what I tried this morning, because I was like, okay, it's freezing today, right? So I was like, oh my God, I have to do the cold shower. It's so cold already, right? And so instead of like thinking like resisting it already and being scared of it, I know I'm going to shake and shiver when it's so cold. I just kind of decided that I was just going to lean into it and allow for it to be cold and like really kind of enjoy it. And then it really was a different experience. So I think he had some really cool insight. And he said that was the insight that he had when they do that BUDS thing where they freeze you to death in cold water at nighttime. And most people, that's when they tap out. Is the water situation, I think, with the SEALs, that's when most people say, I'm done, when they're in that cold water. And so he said that was the way he fought through it, was he just like embraced the cold water. And I found that when we were doing the ice bath, it was the same thing. Like, it was like a group of us, and those who like decided to jump out and was like shaking and screaming and like they got out real fast. And the more quiet you were, like how like I just got really quiet and really like just didn't move really and just kind of embraced the situation, I think you could stay in there for way longer. And that proves the point.
I wonder if they still have their bath, and if they do, then we should share a session.
Yeah, right? Yeah. Maybe they got a real ice bath this time.
Yeah.
So
But I think everyone would like to see a real session.
Yeah. I'm really into it. I've been doing that every day. I don't have an ice bath, but I do a cold shower. It's not the same, but at least it, I think, helps you be prepared for when you have to do the actual ice bath. So anyways, yeah, I really enjoy it. And I think it really helps, especially when you are under real duress during the day, which Matt and I are under duress all day. I don't know why. We're like under duress all day because there's just issues that come up, and we're always like, it's always something wrong all day long. And so I think when you're under that situation, and there could be far worse. I'm not saying like what we're under duress is really absolutely nothing. There's relative. So much far worse going on in the world right now. So that's not even part of it. But when you're under duress, that's when the ice bath or the cold shower really helps, because you go back and you tap into that part of your brain. And then that's how you approach the duress. So instead of freaking out and like, which I do, I try to just like remember that. And that's how you stay calm and focus and try to solve the problem at hand. But sometimes when there's 10 problems all at one time, it's hard to practice that. It's easier to say, but when you're in it, I try to remind myself that. So maybe we could leave you with that today. Just give it a try. Lean into the resistance, embrace the resistance, and somehow you could fight through it much easier than fighting the resistance, kicking and screaming, or like screaming at it, or just resisting it like this. I think just lean into it and it might be easier. So give it a try. I don't know. Give us a, shout back as to like if that worked for you.
Ooh,
I mean, obviously don't put yourself in danger. Okay. So.
I'm getting ready for our hangout PTTV tomorrow. I enjoy that.
Oh yeah, no. Okay. Yeah. PTTV tomorrow. We'll look at all the micro memes and let's check them out. All right. Bye guys.